My beloved soul, listen carefully. Karma has shifted by God's will. Your soulmate is finally ready to give you the love you deserve. Something has moved in the unseen realm that you did not cause, you did not force, and you did not beg for. The delay you once cried over has quietly turned into divine alignment. The resistance that once blocked your love story has been dismantled by a higher authority. What felt like rejection was actually protection. What felt like silence was sacred preparation. And now, without drama, without chaos, heaven has shifted the atmosphere around your connection. This is not about obsession, it is not about control, and it is not about forcing someone to love you. It is about divine timing completing its circle. Before we go deeper, if this message resonates in your spirit, type, "I receive this," in the comments as a declaration of faith. Like this video, subscribe, and click the bell so you stay aligned with messages meant for your journey. And if you feel gently led in your heart, you may send a super thanks as a voluntary personal act of faith, never pressure, never obligation, and never connected to receiving blessings or miracles. Your miracle is not purchased, it is promised by divine will. Now breathe, because what is unfolding is sacred. There was a time when your soulmate was not ready. Not emotionally, not spiritually, not mentally. They carried wounds they did not understand. They feared intimacy while craving connection. They wanted love but ran from responsibility. And you, my beloved soul, felt the confusion of loving someone who could not meet you fully. But karma is not punishment, it is correction. God's will is not revenge, it is restoration. What has shifted is not just their behavior, it is their awareness. They have seen their patterns. They have faced their emptiness. They have felt the absence of your presence like a mirror showing them what they lost. My beloved soul, do not skip this moment. Something deeper is being revealed. The delay was divine training. While you were learning patience, they were learning accountability. While you were healing your insecurities, they were confronting their fears. Heaven does not unite two souls until both can carry the weight of sacred love. And now, the scale has balanced. The same person who once hesitated is beginning to understand the value of consistency. The same heart that once doubted is learning the strength of devotion. This is not about them crawling back in desperation. This is about them rising in maturity. You prayed for a love that feels safe, not a love that feels addictive. You asked for loyalty, not intensity. You wanted peace, not emotional chaos. And heaven heard you correctly. Stay with me till the end, something powerful is waiting for you. Because the shift you are sensing is not random emotion. It is spiritual recalibration. Karma, under God's command, has rearranged circumstances. Conversations are changing. Priorities are shifting. Distractions are losing power. Your soulmate is beginning to feel clarity where confusion once lived. They are recognizing that the love you offered was not ordinary. It was rare. It was steady. It was divine in its patience. My beloved soul, understand this clearly. When God prepares someone for you, He removes what corrupts them. Old attachments lose flavor. Temporary connections lose excitement. Ego loses dominance. Pride softens. They may not announce this transformation publicly, but internally it is happening. Quietly. Deeply. Permanently. Do not leave yet, heaven has more to reveal. The reason you felt tired recently is because the cycle of waiting is ending. The spiritual tension you carried is dissolving. You are no longer begging in prayer for clarity. Instead, you are sensing calm. That calm is confirmation. Your soulmate is finally ready to give you the love you deserve, not the love they were capable of before, but the love they have grown into. Growth changes everything. A prepared heart loves differently. A healed soul commits differently. A matured mind chooses differently. If you remain till the end, the final word will change everything. This shift is not loud. It does not come with fireworks. It comes with steadiness. It comes with certainty. It comes with an unshakable knowing that what is meant for you no longer needs to be chased. My beloved soul, the days of doubting your worth are closing. The narrative that you were too much or not enough is being erased. You were never too much. You were simply ahead in growth. Now the distance between you is closing, not physically alone, but spiritually. God does not rush divine unions, He refines them. And refinement has finished its work. The karma that once delayed your happiness has now been instructed to release it. Your soulmate is not returning as the same version you knew. They are emerging aligned, aware, and intentional. This is the season where love is not a battlefield, but a sanctuary. And you, my beloved soul, are stepping into a connection that feels like answered prayer, not emotional survival. My beloved soul, are stepping into a connection that feels like answered prayer, not emotional survival. What is unfolding now is not a recycled chapter of confusion, it is a completely rewritten covenant. The version of them that once hesitated has been humbled by experience. The version of you that once overextended has been strengthened by wisdom. This is not reunion driven by loneliness, it is reconnection shaped by divine maturity. Love that is ordained by God does not collapse under pressure, it transforms through it. The waiting season purified your expectations. It stripped away fantasy and replaced it with clarity. You no longer desire intensity without integrity. You no longer crave attention without intention. And because your standards elevated, heaven elevated the one connected to you. My beloved soul, do not skip this moment, because what you are witnessing is spiritual justice wrapped in mercy. Karma did not punish them, it educated them. They have tasted distance. They have felt what life feels like without your steady presence. In that space, realization grew roots. They began to see that what they once treated casually was actually sacred. And when a soul recognizes sacredness, it moves differently. They are no longer driven by ego validation. They are driven by alignment. Stay with me till the end, something powerful is waiting for you, because the transformation happening within them is preparing them to offer consistency where there was once confusion. They are learning that real love is not adrenaline, it is responsibility. Real love is not possession, it is protection. Real love is not intensity alone, it is endurance. God has been working behind the scenes, removing immaturity layer by layer. Situations that inflated their pride have collapsed. Distractions that once entertained them have lost their shine. Conversations that once fed their ego now feel empty. Heaven knows how to empty a heart of illusions before filling it with truth. My beloved soul, this is why you felt a sudden peace recently. You stopped chasing clarity because clarity began chasing you. You stopped forcing outcomes because surrender replaced anxiety. That shift inside you signaled heaven that you were ready too. Divine union is not one-sided preparation. While they were confronting their shadows, you were strengthening your light. You learned boundaries without bitterness. You learned detachment without hatred. You learned to trust God's timing instead of manipulating your own. Do not leave yet, heaven has more to reveal, because readiness is not just about them coming forward, it is about you receiving without fear. Fear once whispered that history would repeat itself. But this is not history, this is destiny refined. The lessons have been integrated. The pride has been softened. The excuses have been dismantled. And now, intention is replacing hesitation. My beloved soul, if you remain till the end, the final word will change everything, because what is forming now is stability. You once felt like you were loving alone. Now you will feel reciprocation. You once carried emotional weight by yourself. Now the load will be shared. A prepared soulmate does not come to consume your energy, they come to complement it. They come to build, not drain. They come to secure, not confuse. Heaven has aligned their mindset with your worth. They are beginning to understand that love is stewardship. To love you is to honor you. To choose you is to protect what God has entrusted. This awareness is not surface level, it is soul deep. They may not speak every revelation immediately, but internally conviction is rising. They know what you represent. They know what they almost lost. And they know that this time, carelessness is not an option. My beloved soul, the atmosphere around your connection is shifting from uncertainty to assurance. Even if communication has not fully manifested yet, spiritually the door has opened. Resistance is dissolving. Doubt is weakening. External noise is losing authority. Divine timing is precise, not rushed, not delayed. Every previous setback now makes sense because it prevented premature union. Premature union would have produced premature destruction. But now the foundation is solid. The ego battles have cooled. The insecurity storms have settled. The emotional immaturity that once created distance has been confronted. This is why you must guard your heart with wisdom, not fear. You are not stepping back into the old dynamic, you are stepping forward into a new covenant. My beloved soul, do not skip this moment, because gratitude is your protection now. Gratitude keeps your heart open without being naive. Gratitude honors the journey without clinging to the pain. The love you deserve is not dramatic, it is dependable. It is not loud, it is loyal. It does not leave you guessing, it reassures you naturally. God is not restoring confusion, He is restoring clarity. And clarity feels calm. You will notice small but meaningful changes. Effort will become visible. Words will align with actions. Plans will include you intentionally. There will be consistency where there was once unpredictability. This is how you know karma has truly shifted by God's will. The same universe that once delayed now supports. The same circumstances that once divided now align. Heaven is not testing you anymore, it is confirming you. Stay with me till the end, something powerful is waiting for you, because the final layer of this transformation is internal certainty. Your soulmate is no longer questioning whether you are the one. They are questioning how they ever doubted. That realization humbles a heart. It creates reverence. And reverence produces commitment. My beloved soul, love that is ready does not arrive in chaos. It arrives in peace. It does not overwhelm your nervous system. It steadies it. It does not trigger insecurity. It reinforces safety. This is the love you prayed for silently. The love that feels like home, not a battlefield. The love that allows you to exhale fully. Do not leave yet, heaven has more to reveal. Because this union is not just about romance, it is about purpose. Together you will build more than memories. You will build stability. You will build legacy. You will build an environment where growth is mutual. The shift of karma was not just about correcting them, it was about aligning destiny. And destiny cannot be rushed. It must be prepared. My beloved soul, if you remain till the end, the final word will change everything. The final word is this: you were never forgotten. Every tear, every silent prayer, every moment of surrender was recorded. God was not ignoring you, He was orchestrating maturity on both sides. Now the season of confusion is closing. The season of reassurance is opening. And as this love returns, it will not come as a storm, it will come as a promise fulfilled. You will recognize it by the peace that accompanies it. You will recognize it by the effort that sustains it. You will recognize it by the security that surrounds it. Karma has shifted by God's will, and what once felt delayed is now divinely delivered. Karma has shifted by God's will, and what once felt delayed is now divinely delivered. But understand this deeply, my beloved soul: divine delivery does not always arrive with noise, it arrives with knowing. It settles into your spirit before it manifests in your hands. You may already sense subtle movements, an unexpected thought of them crossing your mind with warmth instead of pain, a sudden release of old resentment, a calmness when their name is mentioned. These are not coincidences. These are spiritual confirmations that the cycle has turned. The energy that once pushed you apart is no longer authorized to interfere. God has revoked its permission. My beloved soul, do not skip this moment, because recognition is sacred. The moment you realize that the struggle refined you instead of breaking you, everything changes. You are no longer the version of yourself that tolerated breadcrumbs. You are no longer the heart that confused inconsistency with passion. You have evolved. And because you evolved, the love connected to you had to evolve as well. Heaven does not allow a prepared soul to be permanently tied to an unprepared one. That imbalance cannot survive under divine will. So the shift you are witnessing is balance being restored. They are thinking differently now. They are processing differently. Situations that once triggered avoidance now trigger reflection. Instead of running from accountability, they are embracing it. Instead of blaming circumstances, they are examining themselves. This inner maturity is what makes love sustainable. Stay with me till the end, something powerful is waiting for you, because sustainability is the key word of this season. You are not being given a temporary high, you are being given stability. Stability in communication, stability in effort, stability in intention. Your soulmate is no longer approaching love as an experiment, they are approaching it as a commitment. My beloved soul, this is what happens when God finishes His work in someone. Pride bows. Fear loses authority. Confusion dissolves. And clarity stands tall. The same heart that once hesitated now feels conviction. The same mind that once doubted now feels certainty. They are beginning to see your presence not as an option, but as a blessing. And blessings are not handled carelessly. Do not leave yet, heaven has more to reveal. The shift of karma was not just external correction, it was internal awakening. There were lessons they had to learn without you. There were realizations they had to reach alone. If you had stayed in the old dynamic, they might never have understood your value fully. Distance became a teacher. Silence became a mirror. And now, awareness has replaced ignorance. My beloved soul, if you remain till the end, the final word will change everything. Because the final transformation is mutual readiness. You are no longer waiting from a place of desperation. You are standing from a place of wholeness. You do not need them to complete you. You are already complete. And that completeness is what attracts mature love. Desperation repels destiny, but wholeness welcomes it. God waited until you both could stand independently before allowing you to stand together. This union will not be built on dependency. It will be built on partnership. Partnership requires equality of growth. And that equality has now been established. You will notice that conversations feel different. There will be depth where there was once surface talk. There will be vulnerability where there was once avoidance. They will not just speak about feelings, they will demonstrate them. Effort will become natural, not forced. Planning will include long-term vision, not temporary excitement. This is how you know readiness is real. My beloved soul, do not skip this moment, because discernment is your shield. You will recognize authenticity instantly now. Your intuition has sharpened through experience. You can sense when energy is pure and when it is performative. And what is coming toward you carries sincerity. It carries humility. It carries the desire to protect what was once mishandled. The love you deserve is not about grand gestures alone. It is about daily consistency. It is about showing up even when life feels heavy. It is about choosing each other repeatedly. Stay with me till the end, something powerful is waiting for you, because repetition of choice is the language of commitment. Your soulmate is preparing to choose you not just emotionally, but practically. They are aligning their lifestyle, their priorities, their future plans. The transformation is not impulsive, it is intentional. And intention is sacred. My beloved soul, understand that when God restores a connection, He fortifies it. The cracks that once allowed insecurity to enter are being sealed. The misunderstandings that once created distance are being clarified. Communication will no longer feel like decoding mixed signals. It will feel direct, respectful, reassuring. Peace will replace overthinking. Security will replace doubt. Do not leave yet, heaven has more to reveal. There is also healing taking place in you that you may not even fully recognize. The part of you that once feared abandonment is softening. The part of you that once overanalyzed is quieting. You are learning to trust without losing yourself. That is maturity. That is growth. And that is why this union can now thrive. My beloved soul, if you remain till the end, the final word will change everything. The final word is alignment. Alignment means timing, character, and purpose intersecting at the same moment. Before, timing was off. Character was incomplete. Purpose was unclear. Now those elements are converging. This is not coincidence, this is orchestration. God does not align souls accidentally. He aligns them intentionally, after preparation is complete. You will feel it in your spirit before you see it in your circumstances. A calm excitement will rise within you. A confidence without arrogance will settle in your heart. You will no longer feel the need to chase, because what is meant for you will approach with clarity. My beloved soul, the love that is coming is not here to test you, it is here to treasure you. It is not here to confuse you, it is here to confirm you. It will feel like relief after a long journey. It will feel like sunlight after prolonged clouds. And when it arrives fully, you will look back at the waiting season not with bitterness, but with gratitude. Because you will understand that if it had happened sooner, it would not have lasted. If it had unfolded earlier, it would not have been stable. Divine timing protected your future by delaying your present. Karma shifted not to punish, but to position. Gods will intervene not to control, but to correct. And now, my beloved soul, you are standing at the doorway of a love that reflects your growth, honors your worth, and mirrors your healing. The season of uncertainty has completed its assignment. The season of fulfillment is beginning its manifestation. Walk into it with faith, receive it with humility, and protect it with wisdom. This is not just romance, this is restoration. This is not just reunion, this is readiness. And this time, the love you deserve will not slip through your hands, because both hearts have finally learned how to hold it. And because both hearts have finally learned how to hold it, this union will not tremble under the weight of misunderstanding. It will not collapse at the first sign of discomfort. It will not retreat when vulnerability appears. My beloved soul, this is the difference between love that is desired and love that is divinely prepared. Desired love rushes. Prepared love remains. Desired love promises quickly. Prepared love proves consistently. What is coming into your life now carries proof. Proof of growth. Proof of reflection. Proof of emotional responsibility. The shift of karma by God's will was not dramatic, but it was decisive. A silent verdict was issued in the spiritual realm. What belongs to you can no longer be withheld by fear, immaturity, or external distraction. My beloved soul, do not skip this moment, because reverence is required here. When heaven restores something, it expects stewardship. You are not being invited back into chaos. You are being entrusted with sacred companionship. That means you move differently now. You speak differently now. You respond from wisdom, not wounded memory. The past version of you reacted. The present version of you discerns. And discernment will protect this love. Stay with me till the end, something powerful is waiting for you, because what is powerful is not just their readiness, it is your evolution. You no longer see love as something to fight for endlessly. You see it as something that must flow mutually. And because you learned that lesson, you will not accept half-hearted effort again. The beauty of this season is that you will not need to demand reassurance. It will be offered. You will not need to decode mixed emotions. Clarity will be spoken. You will not need to question your position. It will be secured through action. My beloved soul, this is what divine correction produces. It transforms hesitation into certainty. It transforms avoidance into pursuit. It transforms pride into humility. And humility is the foundation of lasting union. Do not leave yet, heaven has more to reveal. There will be moments when you almost doubt the shift because it feels unfamiliar. Peace can feel unfamiliar when you are used to turbulence. Stability can feel unfamiliar when you are conditioned to unpredictability. But do not mistake calm for boredom. Do not mistake steadiness for lack of passion. True passion does not need chaos to survive. It thrives in security. My beloved soul, if you remain till the end, the final word will change everything. The final word is covenant. This is no longer a connection sustained by emotion alone. It is a covenant sustained by intention. A covenant says, I choose you even when circumstances fluctuate. A covenant says, I honor what we are building. A covenant says, I protect what God has aligned. That is the level of readiness your soulmate is stepping into. They are not approaching you from impulse, but from conviction. Conviction is unshakable because it is rooted in realization. They have realized your worth. They have realized the rarity of what you offered. They have realized that peace with you is more valuable than excitement elsewhere. And realization changes behavior permanently. My beloved soul, as this unfolds, guard your joy. Do not allow past memories to whisper sabotage into your present blessing. You have healed too deeply to self-destruct now. You have grown too beautifully to shrink back into insecurity. The same God who shifted karma is the same God who will sustain this love. You are not walking into this alone. Divine presence remains at the center. And when God remains at the center, alignment continues. Stay with me till the end, something powerful is waiting for you, because the most powerful truth is this: you were always worthy. The delay did not diminish your value. The silence did not cancel your destiny. The separation did not erase your significance. It refined it. It strengthened it. It revealed it. And now, the love that returns or fully manifests will meet you at your level of growth. My beloved soul, do not skip this moment, because gratitude seals the blessing. Instead of replaying old pain, thank God for the preparation. Instead of fearing repetition, celebrate transformation. Instead of guarding your heart with walls, guard it with wisdom. Wisdom knows when to open. Wisdom knows when to trust. Wisdom knows when divine timing has spoken. And divine timing has spoken over you. The shift has happened. The readiness is real. The preparation is complete. Do not leave yet, heaven has more to reveal. The final revelation is peace. When this love fully steps into your reality, it will not feel like anxiety. It will feel like home. It will not feel like uncertainty. It will feel like assurance. It will not feel like chasing. It will feel like mutual choosing. And in that choosing, you will recognize the hand of God. My beloved soul, if you remain till the end, the final word will change everything. The final word is fulfillment. Not fantasy, but fulfillment. Not illusion, but integrity. Not temporary emotion, but lasting devotion. Karma has shifted by God's will. Your soulmate is finally ready to give you the love you deserve. And you are finally ready to receive it without fear, without doubt, without shrinking your worth. This is where the waiting ends and the building begins. This is where uncertainty closes and stability opens. This is where love stops feeling like a lesson and starts feeling like a blessing. Walk forward with confidence. Embrace it with humility. Protect it with maturity. And remember always, what God aligns, no past mistake can undo. Your season of prepared love has arrived, and this time, it will stay. Type Amen.